we've touched on relationship, and I'm talking about what appears to be a teacher-student relationship. And we've touched on this thing about, well, at some point, the acquisitive mind needs to stop acquiring more knowledge and more books and more processes and more this and more that. And I just want to go a little bit deeper with that. Because there's a tendency in the modern era, and especially in the era of online, internet availability, to spiritually pick and mix. And whilst this is wonderful, there is so much accessibility. There is something which I used to not acknowledge, and in some ways even deny in myself, but coming more and more to recognize that I have just simply pushed it aside. And that is that you have to, in order for true transformation, give yourself to love. Give yourself to the fire of truth. Not only is that, well, it is only an individual singular journey, because you are alone, and whatever you're experiencing even in the gathering, in your aloneness. Nobody else can join you in that experiencing. It is singular. But don't throw something away before it is ripe. Don't create effort in turning away or throwing away anything, whether it be a meditation practice, whether it be a community that you're involved in, whether it be a teaching, whether it be a book, whether it be, because what you're giving yourself to is not the form itself, but the frequency or the transmission of love within it, if it is true. If there is truth in a book, if there is truth in a teaching, if there is truth in a relationship with a teacher, if there is truth in your meditation practice, then it's not the thing itself that is important, because that creates acquisition. The acquisitive mind wants to possess it, take hold of it, not let go of it, believe that it is the cause of my feeling good or my transformation. But it's the love, and that love can only be tasted when there is an ongoing surrender of all ideology, all belief that you know, all attachment to outcome. It requires a deep trust, a deep falling into the unknown, so that you don't have to do anything in the sense of deciding that it's time to move on, or it's time to throw it away, or it's time to try a different path. It happens naturally, like an old skin of a snake that falls away when the time is right. So that's something that has been forgotten. That's something that has been forgotten. I say I didn't have a teacher. I didn't have a teacher in the way that one sort of conventionally conceives of that. But I did give myself with total abandon and total devotion and total trust, even in the unknownness of it, to the frequency field of love that was available in Osho's presence, even though his form was no longer here. And that was the beauty of it. Because the form was no longer here, it wasn't the man, the individual, although that could have been a potent doorway as well, because then we have to see through the form and relate to that which is beyond form. That is the going beyond of Tantra. But in my case, that form wasn't there. There was the form of the ashram. There was the form of the teachings that came from that, and the meditations and the processes. And I gave myself fully to that. But what I was giving myself to was love, unconditional love. And that love affair, at some point, even that form fell away, and the love affair was with life itself, because that was the doorway. All teachers, true teachers, take you to the doorway of life itself. That is the ultimate guru, the ultimate teacher. And then the form can fall away naturally by itself. I will end there.